Financial Freedom 101. How to get out of debt, stay out of debt, and increase your net wealth. By Mitch Milan. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got a signed version. All right, we got it's easier than you might think. It's harder than you might think. Financial education or financing and education. I got a job, settling down, weathering unexpected events, making mid-career changes, managing your retirement, soil and seeds, thinking about end-of-life finances. And then for education and public sector professionals. All right, here's a quote by Charles Dickens, 1849. Annual income 20 pounds, annual expenditure 19 and 6 results happiness. Annual income 20 pounds, annual expenditure 20 pounds, ought 6 and 6 results misery. Charles Dickens. All right. If that makes sense. Like, if you live underneath your budget, then you're going to have a great life. If you live above your budget, you're going to have a miserable life. I just had to break that down. All right, so it's kind of like a story. Be careful with tax withholdings. I have to read some more of this. Make a dollar, save a dime. Ooh. Let's see what he's talking about in these simple solutions. All right. To make sure we know it's easier than you think. This is, I guess, getting out of debt. Number one, live off cash, not credits. Take down credit card debt. Do not need to go cold turkey to spend less. Make sure your retirement account's working for you. Make a dollar, save a dime. I don't agree 100% with all of that. I do, however, let's see what he's saying. One of the simplest ways to avoid debt is to use cash. Well, yeah, I do agree with that 100%. Credit cards are basically just selling money, and often at crazy premium, and it's much easier to spend on plastic. You don't feel it until you get the bill. Instead, buy things you can afford for them on the spot. Otherwise, you end up paying for them many times over in the form of interest. You do not have to put something on a card. Make sure you are aware of your interest rate and work it off. Work to pay it off quickly. All right, I agree. Make a dollar, save a dollar. Let's see what he's talking about. Save a dime. Another simple switch that Shelly made, and that you can do too, was to make sure her raises really paid off by using those increases toward credit card bills and saving for retirement. If you take half that raise and put it towards your bill while investing the other half in a retirement account, boosting your contributions every month, you'll be in a better situation later on. A lot of people I work with pay 10% of their income to their church. If you made yourself a similar priority and allotted an additional 10% to yourself, you'd be setting yourself up for a comfortable future. That's true. I mean, I'm obviously, we didn't read the first part, so I don't know who Shelly is. I don't know what raise she got, but read the book Financial Freedom 101, and we can find out who Shelly is. All right, here we go. This isn't rocket science, and I try to predict or predicate my career on the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You'll find the same logic throughout this book. If you go to the doctor for an earache, you just want something to eliminate the pain. You don't need to know the chemicals in the ear in the drops he or she prescribes, or to be familiar with the drug company that made it, or the lab where it was tested. Most of my clients are very busy nowadays, and they're interested in knowing all the details. And they don't have to. They come to advisors to get answers, to get where they want to go, that you'll get there. My philosophy is if you're driving your Toyota Camry and the speed limit is in the center lane, then you're going to get wherever you're going just fine. You'll never take the more complicated route if we don't have to. And along the way, you'll discover that for the most part, managing your money and building the life you want is easier than you think. I mean, it was kind of long-winded on that one. Make a dollar, save a dime. I don't understand. Okay, save 10%. I get that, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? If you make $100 and you give $10 to church, make sure you give yourself $10. I'm more or less like this. Give myself the $10 first for my future, and then maybe think about giving it to somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I like to be more financially sure because that's a lot of money that you're giving. You're giving 10% of everything that you work. So you're giving 40% to the government and 10% to the church. So you're giving before you even touch it, you're giving 50%. That's a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's before you even ate, before you paid bills, before you did anything. That's a lot, man. It's a lot. But there's nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just Financial Freedom 101 by Mitch Mellon.